Hey guys, and welcome to this month's Stuck in the Shelf post. I am not expecting any more books for August, so I just figured I can do this Stuck in the Shelf post right now and be done with it. Let's begin. First book I've got here is a hardcover of Bite Club by Rachel Kane. I love the Morgan Vampire series, and I have most of the books already. Reading them slowly so that I will catch up by the time the last one comes out this year. I believe it's this year. So this is awesome. I love the hardcover. What I love most is this. The coloring just fits perfectly to the cover, which I just adore. So hooray! Next book I've got here is Blood Promise by Rochelle Mead. This is one of the Vampire Academy books. I forgot which number. But together with this one, I also got Last Sacrifice, the last in the Vampire Academy series. Now with these two, I have the entire series in my possession, which means that I can now devour it or suck the blood out of it or whatever fits this. Maybe I should have just kept my mouth shut? Possibly. So this is quite fantastic. I love the size of this hardcover. It's just huge and I love it. Makes me feel like I'm reading a whole lot more than I am. The next book I've got here I cannot wait to read. It is Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea by April Genevieve Tokloke. If you have been following this channel for a while, you know that I suck with author names. If you haven't, now you know. So I can't wait for this. I pre-order it and I love how pretty it is, quite frankly. And I heard nothing but good reviews for it. And something about it just struck my fancy and I just had to grab it. Now, what I don't like about this gorgeous book is this. It would have been much better for the hardback to be black and red. Definitely not blue. It doesn't match up, and I hate it when the actual book does not match up the cover on the dust jacket. So, but this is still gorgeous, like utterly beautiful. Next book I have here is Bone Crossed by Patricia Briggs. I have read this book already, loved it. I have read most of the Mary Thompson series already. And I really just want to own them all. They're so pretty. You cannot see it here, but this book is more stunning than it seems to be. If that makes any sense. I hope that made any sense. So I love it. I love the design, and it was so cheap on the book depository that I could not resist the temptation and got it. So next book I have here is Timeless by Gail Carriger. This is the last in the Parasol Protectorate series. I have read all the books prior to this one. Now I have this one, and I'm a little bit afraid to say goodbye to Alexia and Connell and everybody because I love them. This is one of the funniest and most sophisticated series I've ever read. Series? Is that a word? How do you say plural of series? Anybody knows? It's been driving me crazy for a while. Like how? I don't know. So I'm definitely gonna read this one sometime this month because I really want to finish this series and just say, hey, I finished this series. I loved it too. This one cost me less than $5 on the book depository, which is why it does not fit the rest of my collection of this series because the rest are of the smaller edition. But you know, beggars can be choosers and all that. And last one for today's haul is The Coincidence of Kaylee and Caden by Jessica Sorensen. I have read this book already, died a little by the end of it, had to get it for myself. Besides having a really great story that makes you want to rip your hairs out at the end. It's too much of a gorgeous cover to pass out on. So I just love it, and I cannot wait for the next one so I could um, maybe regain a bit of my lost soul. But I guess I won't be reading it until the paperback comes out for all sorts of reasons, which I will not bore you with. So this is the last one. Say goodbye. Please comment below if you've read any of these books. If you loved them, if you didn't, I want to know. Are you excited as I am to read them if you haven't yet? Let me know. This channel is so lonely because you guys don't comment. So do it. Come on, just 3 words. Just I loved it, or I love Kelly and Caden. I died when I read Kelly and Caden too. Something like that. I even gave you the answers. So just do it. So I will stop bothering you with my nonsense now, and I will see you soon.